The 2026 State of the Global Workforce report by Gallup is in, and I'm going to share everything you need to know about this report. It talks about employee engagement, job market perceptions, what's really going on with AI, and the experience of being a manager. For context, I'm the author of the book Engagement Economics, where I talk about employees' psychological needs in order to feel engaged and how engagement increases performance and profitability. In my book, I've referenced Gallup's numbers on engagement, and I'm surprised, well, actually not surprised, that the numbers are worse this year. For starters, when it comes to cost to the global economy, disengagement costs have risen by $1.1 trillion to a total of $10 trillion. Crazy. In fact, for the last 2 years consecutively, engagement rates have declined, and we're now looking at only 20% of the global population being engaged at work. And you'll remember from engagement economics that engagement measures discretionary effort, or how much effort over and above the bare minimum that someone is willing to put forth. Now, the interesting part is that much of the decline in global engagement is attributed to those in management positions. Managers are less engaged. And high manager engagement correlates with better team performance and employee well-being. In fact, South Asia experienced an 8-point decline in manager engagement. Some of the evidence shows that there may have been cuts to mid-level and senior roles, possibly driven partly by AI adoption. But the thing is, with fewer managers in place, team sizes are more likely to grow. And with such a sharp increase in responsibility, it can definitely decrease engagement. Though Gallup says that manager talent and training can offset this effect. The important part to note is that declining manager engagement is not inevitable. In fact, of the best practice organizations, 79% of managers are engaged. Okay, let's talk about AI. So far, AI is not paying off. An MIT study revealed that despite the $40 billion invested in AI, 95% of organizations have seen zero payoff. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a wise investment. But what's happening though? Well, 89% of global executives have seen no effect on labor productivity through AI. And only 12% of employees believe that AI has transformed how work gets done in their organizations. So what's the barrier here? Well, apparently the strongest predictor of AI adoption is active managerial support. And many employees report a lack of managerial support for AI use. Now, on the positive side, global employee well-being improved for the first time in 3 years. However, daily negative emotions like stress, anger, or sadness are still relatively high, remaining above the pre-pandemic levels. And perceptions of the job market improved slightly in 2025, following a decline in the previous year. Now, about 53% of employees worldwide see it as a good time to find a job. And this means that job market optimism increased by 1 percentage point from 2024. However, US data shows that concerns about AI-related job losses are rising. The truth is, larger organizations are more likely to reduce workforce after AI implementation, while smaller firms tend to expand. At the end of the day, when employees feel that they have a choice in their work, they are nearly 50% more likely to say it's a good time to find a job. So that concludes our overview of Gallup's State of the Global Workforce report. I encourage you to go read it to better understand the engagement landscape at work for us all. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning about psychology-backed strategies to improve engagement, check out Engagement Economics. Thanks for watching.